It was raining when I got there, a soft, steady drizzle, tapping against the windshield like a clock ticking down. The road behind me stretched empty, swallowed by the mist. Ahead, the house. It rose from the trees like a memory I couldn't quite place. 2 stories, sagging roof, shutters hanging crooked on their hinges, a porch that seemed to sag beneath its own weight. It looked tired, yet as I sat there, engine idling, I felt this strange pull, like I'd been here before. But I hadn't, right? I couldn't remember. Still, something about it, maybe the way the windows seemed to watch, or the way the air felt heavy, thick with moisture and the scent of wet earth, drew me in. I killed the engine, stepped out. The gravel crunched beneath my boots, sharp and deliberate. The rain wasn't heavy, but it soaked in quick, seeping into my jacket, my hair, the coal clinging to my skin. The porch groaned under my weight. I hesitated. Hand on the door frame, a splinter catching my finger. The door creaked open, just a crack, like it had been waiting for me. Inside, it was dark, not pitch black, but a heavy dimness that swallowed the corners of the room. Dust floated in the air, catching the faint light that bled through the windows. The smell of the place hit me then. Old wood, mildew, something faintly metallic. Like rust or blood. I called out, "Hello?" My voice sounded wrong. Muted, swallowed by the walls. No answer. Still, that feeling. I knew this place. But how? I stepped inside. The floorboards moaned beneath me, the sound echoing in the stillness. A hallway stretched ahead, lined with doors. Faded wallpaper, its floral pattern peeling in long, curling strips. Picture frames crooked on the walls. I paused at one. A man and woman, faces blurred with age, eyes hollow. I blinked. Their faces, they almost looked like mine. I shivered and moved on. The rooms opened up as I passed. A parlor with threadbare chairs. A dining room, table set for dinner, plates dulled with age. It was like the family had just stepped out, except the food on the plates was rotted. Mold bloomed in black and green patches. And the silverware, it was rusted. I ran my finger over a fork. It left a streak of red on my skin. Blood? No, just rust. I called out again. Louder this time. Still, nothing. A sound, upstairs. A soft creak, like a chair shifting under weight. I turned toward the staircase. Something flickered at the top. A figure. Just for a second, then gone. The hair on my arm stood up, my breath catching. I should have left. I knew I should have left, but my feet, they carried me up. The stairs groaned, each step a warning I ignored. The air grew colder, thicker, like breathing through wet cloth. The hallway above stretched longer than it should have. Too long, too many doors. I stopped at one, the wood splintered, the handle cold under my fingers. Inside, a child's room, dusty toys scattered across the floor. A stuffed bear, its button eyes staring. A mobile overhead, swaying slowly though the air was still. I turned. The hallway had changed. Longer. The stairs, gone. My pulse quickened. I walked faster. The doors now, they were different. Metal bolted with small square windows. Rooms filled with cracked tiles. Rusted beds. Straps dangling loose. It wasn't a house. It was an asylum, and I wasn't supposed to be here. I tried to run, but the floor, it felt sticky, like I was wading through something thick. And the air, it whispered, soft, barely audible, but I heard my name, again and again. My name. A shiver crawled down my spine. I stumbled forward, hand brushing a wall, cold and damp beneath my fingertips. Carved into it, words scratched deep. Let me out, over and over. And beneath it, my name. I stared, breath ragged. The lights above buzzed, flickered, then popped. Darkness swallowed everything. I froze. A cold breath on the back of my neck. A whisper. So close, I could feel the shape of it against my ear.
You never left.
I turned. Nothing. But the air was thick with presence. Footsteps now, soft, shuffling, dozens of them. Moving closer, my heart slammed in my chest. I ran, but the walls shifted, hallways folding into themselves, doors disappearing. A maze. No matter where I turned, I ended up back at that same wall. The carvings. My name. I screamed. The sound tore from me, raw and desperate, but it didn't echo. It was swallowed, like the house itself was eating the sound. The whispers rose again. A chorus now, pleading, screaming, laughing, and through it all, a low hum, like the house was breathing. I sank to my knees, and that's when I saw it. The floor beneath me. It wasn't floorboards. It was tiles. Cracked, stained. The kind you'd find in a hospital or an asylum. It hit me then. This wasn't a house. It had never been a house. This was a limbo, a place for the lost, for souls that couldn't move on. I hadn't stumbled in by accident. I'd been here all along. I'd never left. And neither would I. The lights flared once, blinding, then snapped out, plunging me into darkness. Silence, except for the faintest whisper. Right behind me, from someone I once knew. Stay with us. If this story sent a chill down your spine, you're not alone. The house may have stopped breathing, but its whispers still echo. Hit the like button if you felt the dread creeping in, and tell us in the comments, what would you do if the walls started whispering your name? There's more waiting, just a click away. So, don't forget to subscribe for more stories that pull you into places you were never meant to find. If you haven't had your fill of fear, step into the next story now showing. Until next time, stay safe, stay curious, and keep your ears open. Some houses never stop calling.